Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Coffee Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh yeah! Fuck! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Saturday Football Review for round 24 of the NRL, and I am joined tonight by Cody Games PlayStation. Cody, thank you for joining me tonight, and welcome to the Saturday Football Review. What'd you make of Super Saturday?
Yeah, thanks for having me on once again, Nick. Yeah, what a crazy Saturday we had. Not a good game at all, to be honest.
Oh, it was a weird one. Absolutely weird. Weird Saturday, bro. I mean, the first game, your boys, South Sydney, up against the Dragons, one of the biggest snooze fest games I've seen in a few weeks. Tigers and Warriors was a really weird game. It had a lot of good tries and good moments, but it just seemed to have dragged on for a very long time. I don't know what the go was there. And Roosters and Dolphins, well, I mean, it was a good contest in the first half. Dolphins had the lead, and then unfortunately, Ray Stone gets sin binned for an accidental collision that ends up being a sin bin. And after that, Roosters scored 2 or 3 tries, and the Dolphins just can't get back in the game, and the Roosters run on with it in the end, 30-14. But not the greatest of Super Saturdays, I'll tell you that much. But a lot of importance on the top 8 and the top 4. So very interesting. Hello to the live chat. We got Yeet Boy, we got Viking King, Luke Melbourne Storm fan, CJ Moxley, Damien from Newcastle, William Pearson. We got Mel. Hello, everyone that is tuning in to the review. Hope you guys are all doing well on this Saturday night, August 12, 2023, 9:50 p.m. for us here in New South Wales, Australia. All right. Well, Cody, we might as well get into the first game. Obviously, it was your boys, the Rabbitohs, up against the Dragons. Before we get into all the try scorers and whatnot, were you impressed with South Sydney, or do you think it was just a really clunky performance and you'll take the win?
It was really slow game. Not much, not well liked, but I guess I'll take the win. Win's a win, but very gutsy performance for the Rabbits. 16 errors in that game. I'm actually surprised we actually won, to be honest.
Mate, I'm going to probably upset a few people with my language here, but with all due respect, and if you don't like swearing, well, I'm just going to have to say it. This was an absolute cunt of a game to watch. It was bad. We were talking to Paddy G actually privately on the chat, and Paddy G said, I wish I watched paint dry, and I couldn't disagree more. I mean, I couldn't agree more. Sorry. And if you saw his Instagram story, he was like, to all rugby league fans, think, fuck, that's over. Yeah. That's how I felt. You know what, Cody? This Rabbitohs Dragons game was that bad. At halftime, I fell asleep on the couch. I was snoring. I was done. I was gone. This game was terrible. Horrible. Now, obviously, you, as a Rabbitohs supporter, you will take the 2 points and move on because you guys are still trying to get into the top 8. But, gee, you guys got a lot of work to do, don't you? I know you were without some of your front rowers and whatnot, but you guys got a lot of improvement in you, don't you?
Yes, we definitely do. Defense was all over the place today, but
tell me about
can't do that against a team like Knights next week.
Yes,
because they've been on great form, and we play like that, easy loss.
That Knights game next week, Knights South is a huge game.
Yep.
Huge.
Decide for the top 8 pretty much. Whoever wins, guaranteed top 8.
It could. I mean, if Newcastle win tomorrow, it's going to be massive. Whoever loses could be out. I mean, we just don't know. Obviously, it depends on a few other teams. Like, you look at all the teams that are outside the top 8. Parramatta are probably gone because Moses is out for the year. Titans are finished. Dolphins are finished.
Para.
Yeah, I just said Para. Manly are probably gone unless they win next week. Cowboys are a chance. I got the bye, which is helpful. Roosters winning tonight puts them, I guess, in the conversation, even though I'm just not sold on the Roosters. But huge win for South just to get it done. Now, the try scorers from the game. Alex Johnson scored the first try, and he also got a double. Campbell Graham got one. Cody Walker got one. Ravalawa got one for the Dragons alongside Ben Hunt and Tyrell Sloan. Now, a bit of controversy that we need to discuss. The Cody Walker try in the 50th minute. Now, at this stage of the game, it was 14-10 in favour of the Bunnies. It was a 4-point game. It was really anyone's game at this point. A kick goes up, and there's about 10 South players offside. And also, Walker was offside, and Latrell Mitchell catches the ball, does a phenomenal offload flick to Cody Walker. Cody Walker scores, and the referee confirms the try. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm not blind, and I'm pretty sure the whole NRL community is not blind, but we could clearly see that Cody Walker and Latrell were both offside. They catch the ball inside 10. They score. It shouldn't have been a try. What's your take on it? Do you think they were offside? I thought it was a terrible decision.
Yeah, looking back at the replays and they were taking their time with it, that was for sure. Yeah, definitely think there were heaps and heaps of the Bunnies offside, especially Walker in Latrell.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point of the game, it should have been a no try, but I don't know why they went with it in the first place. I was just shocked.
And look, I'm not going to say the Dragons were robbed. They weren't ripped off by any means. That was a really bad call that went against the Dragons, and it definitely affected the Dragons. But hey, sometimes you just take your own luck in some games. Sometimes you get those 50-50 calls, but I just feel it was blatantly obvious that Cody Walker and Latrell were offside. I don't know how the bunker, with all the cameras, TVs, technology, touch judges, on-field referee, that many people watching the screen and watching the game live in person, I don't know how they managed to get it so wrong. I really don't understand how they get it so wrong. Unbelievable.
Shocking.
Anyway, the Dragons fought back, though. Tyrell Sloan got a great try in the corner, and it was only a 6-point game. And then, obviously, Alex Johnson scoring that try with about 8 minutes to go to ice it for the Bunnies. Look, a lot of South players were terrible. They made, 15, 16 errors. Dragons were about 11, 12 errors. Wasn't a great game of footy to watch. Player of the game, Cody. Look, for me, it's hard to really pick a player of the game, but I'm going to go a bit of a bold one here, and a few people might not agree with this one, but I'm going to go with Tallis Duncan. I thought when he came off the bench, he made an enormous impact for the Bunnies. He changed the game with his momentum, and I know if you look at stats, you don't think he had the best game, but I thought Tallis Duncan's impact just changed the whole aspect of the game. I thought he was fantastic. So I'm going to give Tallis Duncan the player of the game for this. Who are you going to go with?
Yeah, not honestly, this should not be one, but I'm also going to go bold call here as well. I'm going to go Shaq Mitchell for player of the match.
Yeah, big Shaq. No, he was good, wasn't he?
they're playing in starting front row. I think it's the first time he started as prop, and he was amazing today.
It was very good, wasn't he? It was very good. For the Dragons, though, their best player. Look, for me, I thought Tyrell Sloan was fantastic. What
Yeah,
about
fair
you?
enough. I think Tyrell Sloan, scoring a try. He played very well at fullback today.
He's a bloody good player, I'll tell you that much. He's a good kid. Before we get on to the next game, which is Tigers and the Warriors, I was looking at the live chat here, and Stephanie Stay Funny Steph has just said that Wayne Bennett is really chatty at the press conference. Now, I'm just going to assume and take a guess that Wayne Bennett is probably upset and cranky about the Ray Stone sin bin, which put the Dolphins down to 12 men, and after that, they just couldn't get back in it because they were down by too much. So, he's criticising the bunker over his HIA involvement. Yeah, that too. I was going to say as well, the Hammers HIA towards the end of the game was just simply ridiculous. I know they are so obsessed with protecting players and whatnot, but if a player is not showing any signs of a HIA, they shouldn't be going off for a HIA. Like, for example, Val Holmes destroys Jaden Campbell. He gets suspended for 4 games for it. Campbell doesn't go for a HIA. Hammer, he looks like $1 million. He wasn't even concussed. It's just crazy. Oh, he did talk about the Ray Stone and Simbin. Yeah, he probably would have had a whinge about that, which was fair enough because it was the wrong decision. But we'll get to that Roosters-Dolphins game very soon. Cody, Warriors 30, Tigers 22. The West Tigers, they should be congratulated for taking a home game all the way over to New Zealand. Beautiful Hamilton. Looked like a fantastic ground to play footy at. Tigers were very good in this game. I showed some guts. What'd you make of this game? The Warriors ended up getting the win, but it wasn't pretty.
Yeah, Tigers, pretty surprising considering how they've been for the last couple of games. Warriors that were not at their best tonight. They led 12-0 at once, and Tigers came back to level at 12-all.
Yeah, no, they bloody played well, the Tigers. I thought they were very gutsy. Tigers have been very, very good the last 4 weeks, I reckon. They were very competitive against your Rabbitohs in the Tamworth game a few weeks back.
Yep.
They should have beat Canberra last week in Canberra. They were very unlucky not to win that. And then tonight against the Warriors, they were very gutsy. So Tigers showing a lot of bravery towards the back end of the year, and they don't want to win the wooden spoon. They are trying to win to avoid the wooden spoon. They're 2 games away from getting off the bottom of the ladder. So they are showing a lot of grit and determination, the Tigers. Good on them. As for the Warriors, look, I'm very high on the Warriors. I think they are a premiership contender this season. I think they can compete for the premiership and potentially knock off the Panthers or the Broncos. That's just my honest opinion on the Warriors. I think they can compete this season and they could be in the grand final if they can win the big games. But sometimes you have a couple of weeks where you're just not at your best. The Warriors tonight and last week against the Gold Coast, they weren't amazing, but they just found a way to win. You see these good sides, they find a way to win. Like, you ever look at the Broncos after Origin and during Origin, they had some real sloppy games, like that game against the Knights where the Broncos stole it at the end, and they had another game where they were very, very off and they ended up winning. The Warriors they're a bit similar at the moment. They weren't that convincing against the Titans last week on the Gold Coast. They were not the greatest today against the West Tigers. The great teams find a way to win, don't they, Cody?
Yeah, they definitely do. I'm high on the Warriors as well, but last 2 weeks hasn't been very convincing. Let's see how they go against Manly next week.
And I suppose the other thing too is if you're a team in the top 4 and you're able to win ugly, it goes a long way, especially at the back end of the year, because you want to get into that top 4. You want that double chance. And for the Warriors, last year, the Warriors wouldn't have won this game tonight. They would have lost it. Same as last week against the Gold Coast. The Warriors of last year would have lost both those games. So Andrew Webster has obviously come a long way with this squad, and he's built them together. And to win ugly, it's a good sign for the Warriors. It really is. But they got to improve. I got Manly next week. Manly, they're a chance of making the 8 still, but next week's their last chance. It really is. So they got to be better for Manly, because Manly will come out with nothing to lose next week. They'll come out swinging. So it's going to be interesting. The try scores from this game, mate. Obviously, Luke Metcalf got one. Adam Pompey got one. Dallin Watene-Zelezniak got one. Tohu Harris got one for the second week in a row. And Fennell Blake got the try at the end. And for the Tigers, Stafford Toa got a double. Brooks got one. And Dane Laurie got one. I want to talk about the performance once again from Shaun Johnson. Unbelievable performance again from Shaun. He is, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I've been going on about it for a few weeks now. Shaun Johnson is the best player in the game at the moment. He is on a different level. Shaun Johnson could have one of those games where he might be a 6, 7 out of 10, but when the game's close, he just delivers, stands up, and gets the team home. And he did that today. The Warriors were only leading by 4 points, and then, 6 points, I think it was, and then Shaun Johnson to Fennell Blake under the post, game over. So, what's your opinion on Shaun Johnson the whole season? Is he the best player in the game?
Oh, he's definitely up there. Definitely been one of the best players this year. They've come a long way since last year, leading the Warriors to potentially a top 4 finish and potentially a grand final.
Yeah, you're right. No, he's been outstanding. Also, Mel's just noted in the chat as well. Wade Egan was sent to hospital after that throat tackle. Yeah, that was nasty. That was the one from Stefano's elbow, I believe. I'm pretty sure that was the one. Stefano's elbow. Wade Egan right in the throat. Can someone explain to me how Stefano wasn't binned? Because we know Tino Fasua-Malawi has done these tackles this season, where he's lifted the forearm. He's done it 3 times, I should say. And Stefano does it. He gets on report for it, but he's not sin binned. So is Stefano going to get suspended for it? Because Tino didn't. So I'm just a little bit confused. So hopefully Stefano faces some sort of punishment, because you can't be doing that.
No,
can't be doing that, right?
No.
Hopefully Wade Egan's okay. He's been an incredible hooker this year for the Warriors, and I would not be surprised if he won the Dally M Hooker of the Year, Wade Egan. He's been outstanding for the Warriors, so he probably deserves to win it, to be honest. But anyway, the Tigers, they were taking some gambles. Bro, what about Dane Laurie at 5'8"? He was outstanding.
Yeah, he was outstanding tonight. He's been very quiet for the past 2 games or so, and he can't come out. Did he score a try tonight as well, did he?
Yeah, scored 1 try, had 2 try assists. He was outstanding.
Good on him. We do question sometimes.
Dane Laurie was... What's that?
Oh, we do question sometimes if he's better at 5'8" or fullback. I think he's just better at 5'8", honestly, rather than fullback.
I think he's getting better at 5'8", and Dane Laurie, no, he's just not like he's got no fear. He's playing what's in front of him, and he's playing really well. It's good to see. But yeah, the Warriors, they find a way. Tohu Harris, another great performance from him. Fennell Blake leading by example. I thought Adam Pompey had a really good game in the centers. Jazz Tavaga off the bench did some really good things as well, I thought, for the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, he definitely did tonight.
Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how the Warriors end off their season. They'll probably end up in third and play the Broncos week 1 of the finals at Brisbane, which will be an incredible atmosphere if that is to happen. So, well done to the Warriors. And the final game, Roosters 30, Dolphins 14 at Allianz Stadium. The Roosters, they were good, but I'm going to be honest as I can here. I'm still not convinced that they're back. I'm just not sold on it, bro. I don't know about you, but the Roosters were average as hell in the first half, and then they got that try in half time, and that sort of just gave them a lot of momentum, it feels like. What do you make of the Roosters tonight?
Yeah, they came out good tonight. Honestly, it's not convincing. I don't think they'll still make the 8. Honestly, I don't really give a hoot's ass about it, but yeah, they played well tonight.
Yeah, look, I feel like Drew Hutchison tonight was outstanding. That was his best game at the Roosters, I thought. I thought he was outstanding. I thought Joseph Manu at centre had a good game. Suoliti on the wing was good. Billy Smith was very good in the centres as well. Although Billy Smith, for me, needs to learn to pass the ball a little bit more. I was watching Billy Smith very closely tonight, and I think he's definitely in the top 3 players on the field. But he needs to pass the ball a bit more. Like, he runs the ball, and there was a lot of chances tonight where he had Daniel Tupou, a chance to get Tupou over in the corner. Didn't pass it, just decided to hold on to the ball. He needs to pass a bit more. Billy Smith, I thought he was very good. The Dolphins, Cody. Look, I'm not going to say they were terrible, but the sin bin just hurt them, didn't it? Once Ray Stone got binned for a accident, they were just shot after that, weren't they?
Yes, that sin bin completely changed the way of the Dolphins. In that second half, they were very good in the first half defensive wise, and then once the second half started and sin bin for Ray Stone, completely changed them.
Yeah, look, I thought that was a really tough call, man. The sin bin. I thought it was tough. I mean, you go back and look at it. Like, I'm watching it here. I'm pretty sure he fell into it because he ran the ball up. I don't remember who it was. Was it Drew Hutchison that got hit in the head?
I think it was. I believe so.
Here we go. I'm about to watch it on my phone. I can't show it live on air because I'll get in trouble. Here we go. Yeah, see. So, yeah, Drew Hutchison is falling into the tackle, and Ray Stone goes to tackle him. And unfortunately, because Hutchison is falling and it's all at fast speed, so it's very hard to pull out. Okay, he does get him in the head, so maybe it is a sin bin, maybe it isn't. But see, the problem is, Cody, if you have it in super slow motion, it makes it look worse than what it actually is. So, look, it's one of those ones where it's an unfortunate accident. You can't tell me that Ray Stone deliberately intended to take off Hutchison's head, but letter of the law, it's a sin bin. But my other problem is, if we're going to be putting players in the sin bin for someone falling into a tackle and unfortunately getting hit in the head, why wasn't Drew Hutchison sent for a HIA?
Yeah.
Because he was clearly hit in the head. Why was he going for a HIA? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't get it. And I think this is why Wayne Bennett is probably upset in the press conference, because there's other HIAs that happened during the game to the Dolphins. I think they lost both of their back rowers. So I think they lost Kafusi and Lemu and Kenny Bromwich and the Hammer. They lost all of them to HIAs. And Drew Hutchison getting hit in the head doesn't go for a HIA. He's allowed to stay on the field. So makes zero sense. And there's no consistency with the HIA crap. There isn't any at all. And for me, look, I know the letter of the law is a sin bin with the Ray Stone one, but like we're playing rugby league, like it's NRL. Players are going to get hit in the head. Sometimes it's an accident. Just because someone gets hit in the head doesn't mean it's an intentional high tackle that deserves to be a sin bin. It's footy. Sometimes you're going to get hit in the head and it's going to happen. Doesn't mean that it needs to be a sin bin. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like Cody, if you were playing a game of rugby league and you were falling into a tackle, someone accidentally hits you in the head and you get up and you're fine, would you be happy with that player in the sin bin? Like, you wouldn't, would you? You don't want them all in the bin.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm the same. Someone hits me in the head and it's an accident because I'm falling into the tackle. I don't want them to get binned for it. Like, what? We're playing footy. It's going to happen. It's a contact sport. You're going to get hit in the head. It's part of the game. Sometimes it's just going to happen. I am outraged by the Ray Stone sin bin. I think it's a disgrace. I really do. I know the letter of the law is sin bin, but you know what? Fuck the letter of the law. It's bullshit. Bullshit decision. Rubbish. Anyway, on to the try scorers. Obviously, Manu got a try tonight. Billy Smith got one. Joseph Suoliti got one, and Drew Hutchison got a double. Ray Stone was actually the first try scorer of the game at God knows what odds. And Osaka got one at the end. Do you think the Roosters are a chance on the top 8, Cody? Like that win tonight, I think they're only 2 points out of the 8 now. Are they a chance of the 8, or are you going to say nah?
Nope. Won't make the 8.
No. See, I'm starting to think maybe they are a chance because they got the Eels next week at CommBank. No Moses. Then they got the Tigers at Allianz, and then they got you guys last round at a core. So it could happen that they could get in.
Yeah, they could still make it, but we've seen it before. They'll choke in one of the games, probably against the Eels most likely.
Well, if the Eels beat them next week, the Roosters can forget about finals.
Yep.
There's no doubt about it. Anyway, who would your player of the game be from this one? For me, I'm going to get with the Drew Hutchison. I thought he was outstanding tonight.
Yeah, I'll give it to Drew Hutchison. He plays best ever game for the Roosters, scoring a double as well. He was outstanding tonight.
No, he was very good. Who would you say was the Dolphins' best player? For me, the Dolphins' best was... Oh, look, before the hate shot. You know what? I'm going to go with Katoa, the young half Katoa.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think I'll go Katoa as well. There weren't that many good players from the Dolphins tonight.
No, they tried hard, but it just wasn't to be. Anyway, Cody, thank you very much for coming on the Saturday football review, my friend, and get you on probably tomorrow or whatever. Who knows? But thank you very much for coming on.
Yeah, no worries, Nick. Thanks for having me on again. I'm glad the boys got the win tonight, but it's going to be a tough game against the Knights up there next week, and I will be attending that game as well.
Are you doing a vlog for it? Newcastle versus South?
Hell yeah. I haven't done one in 5 weeks.
Yeah, it's hard when there's no games around your area. It can be very annoying. So, yeah, that's just how it goes sometimes. But quickly before we go, we got a donation from Lucky Lachlan. Roosters won, but I hope it isn't too late for them. The only thing costing the Roosters right now is that for and against. That's the only thing. That might be the reason why they don't make the 8, but we'll see. Thank you very much, Lucky Lachlan. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching the review. If you enjoyed tonight's stream, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Full time, Rabbitohs 26-14 over the Dragons, Warriors 30-22 over the Tigers, and Roosters 30-14 over the Dolphins. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.